Hello, Sunshine Crew. Welcome to a new room tour video. Can you guess whose place we're visiting? He's already by my side, Samra, as I didn't want to ring the bell today and say, what a coincidence, you knew I was coming.
Yeah, totally. I even got some meat just for you guys. I'm aiming to be very hospitable today.
Trying, aren't you usually?
Well, yes. But grilling and all that isn't really my thing.
Really? Just today because we're here?
Yeah, totally. Only because you're here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Okay, here's the entrance. I have to say, we're not saying where you live.
But on my way here, I thought you were joking.
Why?
Because I thought, hey, there's no way he lives here.
Yes, I've been living here for 6 years.
Yeah, I never would have thought that. Now, when you come in, you can see that you live here.
But look, we're in Lichterfelde.
Yeah.
The book, 1995 Lichterfelde, is named after the place I grew up in, but I lived in a thermometer housing estate at the time. It's not so fancy there. I wanted to stay here because I got used to living here like this.
How many square meters do you have here? How much are we going to look at now?
I think 160.
That's not bad. It actually feels much bigger.
Yeah, right.
The many stairs you have keep you from being overweight.
Yeah, the stairs are annoying. But you definitely stay in shape.
Okay, this is where we would come in as your guest. You open the door, and right above it, there's a greeting. I don't understand what that means now. I'm not really that familiar with Islam.
I can't read the script either. But my mom gave this to me back when I bought the apartment.
Is that yours? Did you buy it?
Yes.
You're doing well. How long have you had it?
A little. 6 years already.
4 more years, then you can sell it tax-free.
Yeah, but it has to be worth it too. May your dear God bless you. When I walk out the front door, I should be blessed, and I believe in that.
Okay, then you come in here, you'll see it in a moment, and the golden ones are already raining down here.
And that definitely reflects my world, from faith to music. There, it's entirely different. You see songs like Harami, which means bandit in Arabic, having no connection to it.
Yet you have to say, on the cover you already look really exhausted.
It was a wild time. Yeah, really high. And I think also on Tilladin, a little bit. Do I look different now? Better, right?
A lot.
Thank you.
A lot, so sorry, you really have to. I mean, if you look at the difference now, and you just told me you've been working out for 6 days straight, so that's just totally different. But I do like those golden records. Are you proud of them hanging in your house? Do they look nice there? And why did you choose to display them at home instead of the studio?
They could be hanging in the studio. I took them with me back then, because I have to say, even though Dunya is upstairs now, I hope she doesn't hear this. Back then, when I wasn't married yet, there were always girls in the studio. And they filmed them, and then you just knew that somehow, I won't call them groupies, but that there were always girls in the studio. At some point I said, honestly, just take them home. And yeah, I think they're better off here.
Yeah, especially later on. So you sold 200,000 singles here. Who gives you that? The charts, like the German charts?
The award committee.
The award committee?
Exactly.
They'll bring it to you then.
Exactly. If you had 40 million, well, it used to be 40 million streams. If you reached 40 million, you went gold. Now it's 60 million.
Okay.
For me, the peak was around 2019, 2021. During that time, they kept calling me about gold records and #1 awards. I didn't really know what that meant, but I knew going gold was cool. I just kept collecting them, sometimes picking up 5 at a time.
But do you only get one per, or do you get several of them? With the YouTube play button, you only get one, and you have to pay for the rest.
Exactly. I have to pay for them too. So by now you actually pay for them yourself.
Not even one for free?
No.
Like, they say we have an award here, but...
Yeah.
Awesome!
You won an awesome prize, but you have to pay for it.
An awesome business model.
Totally. And for producers and so on, they have to get them themselves too.
Really? What if I say now, hey, I was rooting for you, I want one too. What do they want for it? Are we talking about a few €100 or 1,000?
I think it's 800.
800, okay?
But platinum, for example, the ones back there.
Yeah, show me. I think that one is more expensive, the one with triple platinum.
Oh, wow.
Or it's triple gold.
Are you proud when you see that?
Yeah, definitely.
I already spent some time staring there.
You get used to it too.
Yeah?
Well, then you're just, I don't know. I think I almost went gold 30 times or so. 34 times.
Of course, yeah.
And yeah, You get used to it. But when I see the records, I don't know how it is for you. Maybe it's the same for you, that things like that remind you of certain times.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and when I see the Tilladin record, I'm proud to have gotten platinum or 3 golds in a row with Cappy. But somehow it also reminds me of a really tough time.
So a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Exactly.
Now, when you look back at all of this, were you aware back then of what you were accomplishing in the music world?
Not at all. Not at all.
Do you regret it?
No, not at all.
You know, Luna, the lovely singer from Bailando, right? You might not have been aware of her back then.
Of course, best song.
And I once did an interview with Luna, and she said she regrets not enjoying that time more back then. Because you just kept making more music. Maybe you weren't really in control of your senses.
That's intense that she says that, because I kind of feel the same way. I'm starting to gradually enjoy things now, which wasn't possible before. But to be honest, I've never really enjoyed anything you see here. It just happened somehow. I was always working, always chasing after success. I didn't know either. I was in a rush, but I love making music. And I never really said, let's take a vacation after going platinum, or let's take my wife and travel for 3 or 4 months. Instead, my wife was often here alone at home, and I somehow worked through the nights and got lost back then.
Here's Lost. How many of those do you have?
I'm proud of it, but as I mentioned, you also get accustomed to things rapidly.
And now today, a new song drops, but it doesn't really take off. What does that do to your head? I always say, I'm addicted to numbers like they're YouTube cocaine.
Damn, man, that's how I felt. At some point, I was at the very top, and then the peak always goes down. It's normal. Every artist blows up once, and then it settles somewhere. And when you have fewer numbers, you think, hey, am I making bad music, or what's the reason, and so on. That's why I'm somehow most proud that I made it big once. And now I'm in this German rap game, and I'm in a good spot. But it's just not like it used to be.
The German rap game is like the Bundesliga, right? First and second league? Which club are you?
Bayern Munich.
Really, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, hey, that's a statement. I always say if YouTube Germany is the Bundesliga, then I'm like Freiburg. No, dude. Been doing well for years? No, I hate Stuttgart. Never, that's an insult.
Okay, let's move on.
There's a picture of you down here.
Yeah, I was 13 there.
From the juvenile detention center.
Looks like that was a passport photo. I also had it printed in large size. Let me explain why. This is a shirt. I started rapping when I was 13, or maybe 12, and I printed my own shirts. My name wasn't Samra, it was Huzin. My legal name is Hussein. Not everyone can pronounce it, so I thought it should look rougher. That's why the double Z much more aggressive. Then, when I was 13, I printed my first shirts and sold them on my bike in the neighborhood.
But who bought them from you?
I already had a few fans. And then I paid about 20 for a shirt and sold it for 30. A 10? Yeah, 10 extra.
But that was over 10 years ago. He paid taxes on everything. Everything's fine. But that's crazy. We're getting into your career for real now. I'll come along one day when there's proper action.
Sure.
You're also in Berlin home game Uber Eats Arena.
Yeah, man.
No, it's called Musical. Uber Eats Musical.
Uber Eats Musical, exactly.
I'll join you. It's a great place.
Yeah, totally.
Now I'm going to ask a tough question right away.
Please.
Would you rather fill the Uber Arena, or how do you decide which venue to choose?
For me, it's Dream House. That's my partner.
Ah, okay.
Those are the ones who organize my tour. Last year, I was at the Columbia Hall. They saw me live and said, hey, come over to us and we'll do a tour with you. And then they booked the Uber Eats Hall for me.
So, the musical hall.
Exactly.
Because it's not like you just go there and say, Mr. Uber Eats, I want the arena.
No, not at all.
And I'll see if it fills up. No, you must prove yourself.
Exactly. You have to prove yourself. And I think Dreamhouse believes in me, and I hope that I sell 8,000 tickets. But we're on a great path right now.
8,000? The link is in the video description. How much does a ticket cost?
60, I think.
8,000 times 60. Congrats, my friend.
He definitely loves money. So, what's back here? This is Dunya's makeup room and the dressing room for me and her, kind of.
Wow. They were already, I love TNs, you know?
Yeah, man.
TN, the best shoe.
As a little boy, I always wanted to have it.
No money? So back then I had the TM. Do you still remember the TM?
Of course, man, from Poland. The TM were awesome, man.
Awesome. But you have a lot of shoes.
Yeah, kind of. I have a lot more, but they don't fit in here anymore. They're in the basement. And my problem is,
When was the last time you wore those?
no idea.
Okay.
Should we give these away? They're worth something. They're, I don't know, from Drake or something?
I have no idea about shoes.
If you want, we can give them away to your community for the best comment.
No, we'll take a photo and put it on Instagram. We'll take a photo of us. Come on, then we'll do a giveaway, but we'll do it properly. There are also 2 tickets with the shoes. In the city of your choice. I always think that people from Berlin win, but that's not true at all.
Great, great.
You're everywhere, aren't you, on your tour?
Exactly.
Oh, look, here's one of those things. Okay, here's the rollie. Awesome. When you have this for the first time, you must get goosebumps, right?
Yeah, definitely. But I was Jibrail and Iblis, my most successful album, solo album, and I was just on a completely different planet back then. Completely every single day? Yeah, pretty much every day. The days when I wasn't on drugs were just to sober up. That was kind of sad, because now I see, and I wish it for everyone else too, but I see other artists, they have a clear mind and they win awards and stuff, and I see them on red carpets. I was invited too, but I couldn't go because I wasn't in the right state. I think experiencing that with a clear mind would have been awesome in a different way. But maybe it would have been. So look, the album is called Jibrail and Iblis, for example. That's the angel and the devil.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt during that time. I named my album that because I had many devilish thoughts, yet I was still a good person, though not an angel. And maybe it wouldn't have been like that if I hadn't been on drugs. You know, somehow everything always made sense in the end. Whether it was good for my health or not, I'll just leave that as it is. That's my mom. That's my princess. She's the best. Yeah, she's my life.
Next time.
She always believed in me.
How often did your mother wonder what you were up to?
Often. But she always told me, you're going to be someone really special. She always told me that when I was a little boy.
I have to say, when I was driving here, I always thought you lived in the house because that's what people say. You know, there are celebrities and all, but the house isn't actually for you.
No, I got that from my parents. I just wanted to say mom now, but of course dad too. Dad is also the best.
How do you give that to your parents? Did you make a big deal out of it, like look ta-da, or did you just hand them a key?
Something like that. I had blindfolds.
Like Kuipflamme on Only Love Counts.
Yeah, kind of like that. They were shocked and in disbelief.
Awesome.
I remember that very well. I also still have photos and videos of it. That was intense. When I started earning money, my parents suspected I was selling drugs. My father didn't understand rap and searched for it on YouTube, trying to figure it out. I eventually told my dad that I was earning a significant income and promised to buy my parents a house and more. He couldn't,
What about your dad? Is he retired, or what did he do for a living?
He's a retired chef who worked for over 40 years and was truly exceptional at his craft. Not just because he's my dad. He cooks amazingly. We come from an Arab family, but my dad cooks Italian food, speaks fluent Italian, better than Italians. And he also trained Italian people how to cook.
And Mom?
Mom was always a housewife, raising the 6 of us.
6 children?
5 boys, 1 girl.
There are 4 of us, but you weren't really rich as kids, were you?
No, not at all.
Because when you see the shoes now, you might think you made up for it later on, right?
Yeah. I kind of tried to get what I always wished for as a kid afterwards. Or to fulfill my childhood wishes by spending money somehow. But I have to say, somehow that doesn't give me a thrill anymore. I also have a fancy car. For instance, I drive a Lamborghini Urus.
Wow.
Yes, but there isn't.
How about a raffle? Leave the shoes out. No? Okay. That's fine.
But it's like it's cool and I'm grateful. But it's not like every day I'm like, oh, awesome, I'm driving a Urus. Things have changed. You adapt.
Is driving a Urus in Berlin even fun?
It's okay. Sometimes cruising down Kurfürstendamm when you go shopping and get out of your Urus, feeling a bit like a cool rapper, that's awesome.
But tell me, we live really far apart, and if I say come to Weissensee for a barbecue, taking the Urus to Weissensee with all the construction and everything, that's not fun, is it?
I enjoy it. Why? Because the car has heated seats in this weather. Climate control.
Your butt gets cold too.
Exactly. That's what makes it fun. Right now, it's at the wrap shop, and I have the S-Class from the wrap guy. It's parked down here, but that's not working for me.
How many cars do you have?
Only 2. I also drive a classic car.
What do you have? A lot of watches like that.
I do have watches. I'm wearing one right now. This is kind of my flex watch, but I've actually collected about 12 or 13 of these things over time. Look, I have another one here. I like this one too. It's very sporty.
Go with that, okay?
This one is also really cool, for example. But it's kind of...
Wait a second. Sorry, you just opened it. Good for you.
I collect those.
You can buy them at my kiosk.
But it's not staged. I swear to you, it's not staged. That's just my...
That's in case Uber Eats comes, so there's tip money, right?
That's for when my wife goes shopping. Then I say, hey, stop bothering me. Just take some money.
Nice. The Rolex is well known by many. That's a classic one.
That's a classic sporty watch.
Yes.
And the other watches, they're in the safe.
But nice. I think it's good that you're investing your money.
I try to make an effort, but I've also wasted a lot. For example, I wasted a G-Wagon on my trip.
What's a G-Wagon?
A G-Class 4x4. I actually burned it in a music video. Not to advertise or anything, but it was a really wild time for me. That was for the album Jibrail and Iblis in the Cult video. I burned 250,000 euro there. Now I wonder, what was I thinking?
But you had a G-Class 250,000 and then it burned down.
I bought it and told the videographers, I want to burn it in this video. And he was like, what? We need to plan this. We need to get firefighters. We need to somehow...
Were you at least able to write it off on your taxes?
No, not even that.
Can't you provide the tax office with the proof? That's surprising.
That's not possible.
How much money did you waste in total in your life on things like that, back when you were really into it?
2 million. Yeah, really.
And for substances that made you lose control of your senses? I'm already stuttering. 2 million is...
500,000.
500,000?
Yeah. Now it's not just for drugs, but if you do drugs, this is why I always say, stay away from drugs, keep your hands off drugs. But then the drugs come, then the hotel rooms, then alcohol, all that stuff.
You have 2.5 million, and right now the house in Weissensee where my uncle lives is being sold. 12 units for 2 million. That could have been yours.
Shit. I know, man. If only. If only. I have to let it go, too. It happened.
Yeah, sure.
But I often think, why did I do that to myself? I could have done cooler things. I could have made good investments. I'm doing great. Really. Thank God. I'm very grateful every day that I get to live like this. But you know, people always say, if only I had done this or that.
For people like you who came into money quickly from humble beginnings, then came the first paycheck. Do you remember how much it was? So the first time you looked at your account and thought, wow, maybe it won't be instant noodles today.
Back then, the first big one was straight up 1.3 million. But Aaron, after that, it was only red. Thank you. After that, it was only red.
Yes?
Well, because then I was just spending. And then at some point...
How fast did you blow through this? Boosted the economy? Let's put it nicely. With the 1.3, you really boosted the economy.
Yeah, totally. Bought such pointless things or made gifts for people I never saw again. Even gave away really expensive watches. I blew through the money really fast. But you have to admit, I also lived life. So what people or what rappers rap about in their songs?
You actually lived that?
I actually lived that, yes.
When did a nice lady with glasses show up and say, what? Tax office, my friend?
Hey, at first I didn't pay any taxes at all. I honestly didn't even know there was a tax office and all that. Seriously.
Yeah, classic.
I just messed that up.
2 years later, they show up.
Exactly. And then at some point, the tax office showed up and said, hey, you owe us 2 million.
No.
Yeah, I swear to you.
What does that feel like? I mean, you can mess around with anything except the government because the government always wins.
100%.
Did you have that money or did you think, oh?
No, I actually didn't have the money anymore. But I have a lot of real estate. I have like 8 or 9 properties.
Okay, very good.
And then I thought to myself, hey, I'll sell the properties and close it down. Then I was lucky. I signed a new deal.
With an advance and then?
Then I took the money and gave it to the tax office.
But you know, the money you gave to the tax office, the 2 million you earned there, you had to pay taxes on that again.
Exactly.
But later, okay.
I somehow got out of this.
Crazy.
But it was only last year that I finally put it behind me, or the year before that I got away from all those tax office issues and stuff.
So that's 5 years. So your peak was 1920? Yeah, I was already a musician before that.
21.
This is an important message. The man made good money and spent it well. It's only been a year since you said you'd pay for whatever comes in. Now, I'm not afraid anymore when colorful letters arrive, which used to be for speeding.
Exactly. Exactly. I didn't have a tax advisor either. Seriously. But nobody told me about that either. And I was also afraid to approach people, because back then, at that time, everyone wanted something from me. Everyone was after me. Whether it was people from the streets or others, I wondered what I was actually supposed to do if I approached someone for advice. And how do I pay? I should actually go to a financial advisor or a tax consultant. I was always afraid that people would help me and then want something from me in return. And then I mostly just ran away.
I get it. For you, when things are going well, the guys from back in the day in sweatpants are already bad, but it's worse when they show up in suits.
They're even worse. But I also thank those guys in suits, because without those guys in suits, I wouldn't have signed such awesome deals. And you know, the music industry also made good money off me, but somehow, looking back, everything makes sense now.
So now let's continue here. Bathroom. It's such a maze in here. From the outside, you'd honestly think it's just an office building.
Yeah, kind of.
Was it all like this, or did you build it?
No, it was all like this.
Okay, but that's already nice. Ah, awesome. A children's shower seat.
Yeah, normal.
Awesome.
They love it. They really do.
But who gave you the tip back then to invest some of your money in real estate?
I have to say, my big brother.
I would greet him and thank him.
Habibi, best regards, thank you very much. And my manager at the time as well.
And here is?
Here is Dunya's closet.
Ah, clothes boxes. Wow, all the way to the top, but it smells good. Since when have you been married?
Since 2020. I married Dunya on July 11th, 2020. It's been 5 years. Oh.
So here's the bedroom. Can you go in there?
Yes. There's nothing special here anyway.
Look, children's shoes.
Kareem takes after his dad. He's collecting also.
Awesome.
Back then, I had less hair on my head.
Tell me, were you at Elithair?
No, not at Elithair, but I had a hair transplant done.
No, was it worth it?
In Dusseldorf, totally. Look how it used to look here.
I waited, thinking we'd talk longer before I asked. No, I just thought you brushed your hair well today.
No, not at all.
Wow, with whom? Dr. Fatemi? No.
No, those were some backyard guys from Dusseldorf. They don't have a company or anything.
No, you're a millionaire and you'd rather go to some backyard guys?
But I'll tell you why now. It was expensive too. I think I paid $5,000.
Yeah, probably without a receipt.
Without a receipt. But the difference with them is, they bring in doctors from Turkey, and they really implant as many hairs as they say. Because when you go to Turkey, they say they'll implant 4,000, 5,000 hairs, but actually it's only 2, so that you'll come back next year and do another one. They do it like that.
That looks good.
Totally. How about you?
My father, grandpa, no need. A bit of a receding hairline, but otherwise really good.
Yeah.
How was that for your ego?
Crash!
Yeah?
Whoa, that's bad. I always wore a cap. Then I had the hair. Well, that was after the hair transplant. I still had a few before that. But whenever I put gel in my hair, there was always a gap here. Then I gelled them to the right. Then there was a gap here. That kind of messed me up. I thought, just do it now. Then at some point it was winter. Then I did it. Otherwise...
Yeah, you sent me your book.
Best... Thank you.
I also published my book with Riva back then. I was dissatisfied with those incompetent guys, but your book did well.
My book did well, but I have to say, those are...
Next book with Riva not happening either, right?
They're not so...
Good.
No, they just put it in the stores, and that's all they do.
Well, but that's, yeah, crazy.
But it became a Spiegel bestseller.
Of course.
I have to mention that too.
My book on garden landscaping became an Amazon bestseller, though I'm unsure of the reason. But that's okay. Link to Glück gehabt and to your book in the video description. Did you write it all by yourself?
No, I wrote it with a writer. With someone who writes books.
I did too with Anka.
Best regards and love to John, my best man and bro.
And then it's probably like this. He comes over, you hang out for a week, you tell him everything.
We planned to, but I didn't have time. We met when he visited for a day. Besides that, we talked on the phone for around an hour nearly every day for 3 weeks. Wow. He wasn't just my co-author. He was also a sort of therapist to me. Because when I started writing the book here with him, that's when I first started to realize, what have you actually done in your life?
That's true.
It's completely different when you talk like that with a stranger. By now, we're friends, but back then we weren't that close or anything.
But I think sometimes a stranger who listens to you neutrally is more important than your best friend.
Much better. Your best friend always brushes things off, saying it'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was a crazy process for me. So often I would drive around in my car and he would be on speakerphone in the car. As I talked, I realized that despite being a little jerk, I still had a heart because I started to cry, having gotten out of the habit. Somehow, there's not really anything left here.
What's it like since the little one arrived?
Since then, everything's been great. It's beautiful, beating again, and back to normal.
Your eyes are shining in a way I've never seen before on any cover, and it's all because of that.
No, not at all. The book is also about my son. Towards the end, there's even a chapter called Kareem. I thought to myself, wow, from wanting to kill myself. I actually had a suicide attempt.
Oh, you even had an attempt? I thought it was just thoughts. When did you attempt it?
No, I had thoughts too, but it was also in 2021.
Now you must say 2019 and 2020 were halftime. So did you slip into a depression? So how did the suicide attempt happen?
Yeah, everything happened at once. I somehow became very depressed. Then I couldn't get away from the drugs, and I always wanted to stop, especially with coke and stuff.
Yeah. How do you even start with that?
The way many people start. Somehow it's kind of a group drug, and then you're at some party and you're drunk. At least that's how it was for me. You want to keep drinking, but you can't. Then the devil tempts you to take a line, making you feel better temporarily. Then you're happy and stuff at first, and that's how I somehow got into this crappy spiral. And getting out of it was really tough. I was in Mallorca, where Kanye West is right now.
Is there a rehab clinic or something like that there?
There's a small town in Mallorca, and I was there in 2022. Dunya was with me, she accompanied me. The clinic representative insisted I come alone, but I refused to go without my wife. The 3-week treatment cost $100,000. Yes, I would sound ungrateful if I said it didn't help me. That was the first time I had contact with psychologists, doctors. They cleaned my blood and checked what was wrong with me. I was always hooked up to machines. Then I did reaction tests to see if my reactions were good. And for the first time, I wasn't like, honey, make me a sandwich. That's how I was back then. But back then, I had to be on time at the breakfast table, and I had to make my own sandwich.
Awesome.
I had to say good morning. Then you sit down. But you're Samra, and you feel like you're sitting there like a loser. And they look at you. Today, we're supposed to do various tasks. I tell the people that I'm not doing anything for now. No, that's not possible at all. And getting up like that, it was kind of therapy for me.
Awesome.
And then, 2 weeks ago, I see in a newspaper that Kanye West is in a live stream, right there in the same clinic where I was, with the same counselor who took care of me.
That's great. But after that, it's still hard to stay clean, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really tough. I still often have those thoughts, or when everything gets too much for me and I want to run away from myself or from work. I think, hey, just drive away, get in the car, have a drink somewhere, and somehow do drugs.
Do you not take any drugs at all anymore?
Nothing at all anymore. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all.
Smoking?
Cigarettes, yes.
Okay, that's still.
Unfortunately, I can't get rid of this. It's kind of my Band-Aid and my vice. But I've quit everything else.
Wow.
Yeah. And what also really keeps me from it is my little boy. Because often, when I think about taking drugs, I think, hey, the little one is there, he's in our bed, and how would that be? That's just not possible.
So it's still a daily struggle, right?
Not daily, but weekly.
But it's more like, I'm actually glad that you're being so honest. Thank you for that. But that's intense. And I read all of that in the book too.
Yeah, totally.
And then in 2019, 2020, that was your halftime. And then there were accusations against you where everyone broke off contact with you, right?
Exactly. There was a girl on the internet who accused me of raping her. The case was completely dropped. It didn't even go to court.
You might think I settled by paying money for silence, but that's not the case. The police found nothing to investigate.
Yes, exactly.
You have to say that once. I remember back then he was a very good friend of mine. What others say doesn't matter to me as long as people are nice to me. The same happened with Luke Mockridge. They took everything away from him afterwards too, just like with you.
Exactly. I think that was around the same time.
Yes.
Somehow. I actually even sent him a message, wishing him strength and all, because I knew how he must be feeling for sure.
But how is it for you? You had it all until an accusation like that surfaced. Even Universal, known for their tolerance, couldn't accept it. Tom Boner, a laid-back guy, said it was impossible.
Yeah, they dropped me too, without even telling me anything about it.
Would you ever go back?
We met 6 months ago. They wanted to sign me again.
It's similar to Disney and Johnny Depp with Pirates of the Caribbean, where they said he was gone, but now with 50 millions, they want him back.
Exactly. Something like that. For my satisfaction, that was awesome. Because I thought, okay, man, the people who... It's always like that somehow. When someone drops you and then comes crawling back to you, that's when people react so euphorically and say, oh, that's so cool. They're coming back and want to work with me. Or maybe not so cool. But it gives you this feeling that you're right and you didn't do anything wrong and the people who dropped you now want to work with you. I was sitting with Tom Bone, exchanged greetings, and then left the office.
Was he smoking?
Of course he was smoking.
And Tom Bone always has the cigarette in his hand.
Totally. Always in his hand. And then I left the office and thought to myself, somehow, I don't want to be here like this. I don't want to be there again. Or why should I sign there again even though they dropped me? I didn't care about the money either. Yes, my distributor iGroove is based in Switzerland.
I know them, they're colleagues.
Great people.
You can always pay them out done.
The best, and they have.
The statement always arrives on the 1st. Just download the PDF immediately.
I can see my daily earnings and other details.
And every song is broken down, that's pretty good.
Everything's great, and it works really well.
Okay, I have to say I'm surprised by your bed. I mean, for a rapper, you have these nice little flowers here and everything. It's really
cozy, right?
Yeah, but people are always so shocked about where, in the end, you just sleep in here, you know?
Totally. And you also have to say we used to be 2. Now we're 3. And the apartment is just too small with the little one.
And now the living room is upstairs.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really a lot.
That's 21 steps. Karimo. Yes, Dad.
Samra, gold for the 3rd time, which is incredible. You witnessed the entire situation with Miguel Pablo.
Sure.
Did you guys take that seriously, or was it just childish stuff?
That was childish.
Yeah, because he is also...
Cappy took it more seriously than me. I always thought, Cappy, are you serious? That's just some guy who...
Yeah, but crazy. Tell me, do you have 1 million subscribers on YouTube?
Yeah, actually 1.5 million.
You have more subscribers than I do?
How many do you have?
1.4.
I have 1.49.
Oh, now we have to... Annie, where is...
You have 1.48. I checked earlier.
Shit! Aaron is overtaking me, but you can. I don't mind.
You're really making food for us here. Here's the book again.
Yeah. Of course. You have to present it properly.
If you think about it now, gold status or Spiegel bestseller?
Go gold.
Yeah, okay.
Or both.
No, you can only take one.
Go for gold, right?
I don't know.
Because now I'm thinking I've gone for gold very often and Spiegel bestseller only once so far.
Once, exactly. A 2nd time as a Spiegel bestseller, or for the 37 millionth time, gold?
No, going gold for the 37 millionth time is definitely cooler, yeah.
It's better, right? So what would your next biggest dream be?
In what way?
Musically, what would be the next thing that would interest you?
Wow, that's a really interesting question.
So what's still the motivation? Now you have a motivation that's clucking around, that's the biggest motivation. But professionally, what do you say, wow, Aaron, that's it?
Wow. Honestly, I've never really thought about that before. I only think about making music.
Okay, what else can you achieve in music? A Grammy?
No, a Grammy. I think standing on stage in front of like 100,000 people and everyone is singing my song along, 100,000 isn't that easy in Germany.
No, for that you have to go to an Olympic stadium where half the place.
Sort of.
Yes.
Just rapping 2 or 3 songs and everyone sings along. That would be like, wow, for me.
Do you like all music genres or only rap? Bruce Springsteen performed at Olympic Stadium for 75,000 people.
Oh, wow. Yeah. My passion is hitting the studio with my crew.
Where is your studio?
Look back there where the graffiti wall is.
Is that your studio?
Yeah.
Or do people like Cedo or Contra go there too?
No. I would be happy if Sido or Contra stopped by sometime.
Yeah, you can play the lottery there too.
But no, that's already my studio.
Wow, that means you pay 10 months rent for a studio?
I pay rent there, yeah. I didn't buy it because unfortunately they're not selling it, but I already asked. The cool thing is, I just walk over, and when my wife is cooking, she brings us food, which is really nice. And I see the little one especially. You know, that's always important to me, that I get to see him.
Should I look now?
No, that's empty.
What? Oh, that's not a door?
No.
Am I the first one looking for cutlery there?
Yes, actually, yes.
Where's your fridge?
Over there on the left.
Oh, I see. Here, I have to look, so...
Refrigerator? But there's only...
Yes, I want to take a look.
What do you want to look at there?
Kinderpenguin or Milchschnitte? Kindercountry. You have to check like this. Cola, Pepsi, these are big questions. Pizza or burger?
Dunya, pizza, or leave it. Dunya, pizza, or burger.
He's asking you, not me.
No, I'm asking you guys, as a family. And you're the one in charge.
Burger. Chicken burger.
How do you know she's the one in charge?
Chicken burger.
Yeah, she does. She's the one in charge, too.
You also notice, and so you wouldn't have set it up like that, right?
I actually moved in when everything was already set up. It was all done.
Oh, I see. But you switched things up, didn't you?
The table is new and the baskets are a bit different. Before it was more like a single apartment. Everything was a bit dark gray, black, so I added a bit of color.
But now you take care of the whole house, right? He just says, a table where I can sit.
The house is a dream. The house is finished.
The house is already finished.
Yes, but also with furniture and everything?
Everything. Everything.
But you planned that?
Yes.
And how much did you do?
Nothing at all.
Yeah, see, because you're in music. You say, I want to go to the studio.
Do you know how hard it is for me to go to a furniture store with her? Let's do anything but not shopping, man.
How was the proposal?
Come on, Dunya, tell us.
Yes.
Say it.
He had the ring and then showed it to me and was like, so how do you actually do this?
Oh, you...
He showed it to me and asked if he should get down on one knee, but I told him he could skip it. Then at least he put it on me, and that was it. So not really a big fuss, actually.
Now, this living room. Well, I expected something more pompous from you, but a bit more of this.
Yeah.
A bit more gold, you know. I don't know. I just have prejudices. Poles are good at stealing. Gangster rappers have hookahs and tiles everywhere. It's too white. I expected more. Nice big television. What is the little one watching right now?
Oh, what is he watching? He really likes watching this baby Finn.
As a father who likes rap, you've made it for me if you have an awesome song with Digger in it.
Digga is cool. I really like him.
Best man.
I really like him a lot. Awesome music. But I named my album after him, which finally will be released on July 18th.
How long do you work on an album like that?
I worked on the album for a year or a year and a half. But there were also albums, Jibrail and Iblis, for example. We finished back then in 4 or 5 months. Berlin leapt with Cappy in 3 to 4 months. It also depends on the pace you work at and where you want to go. This album has 27 songs.
27? Nobody does that on an album anymore. Everyone would say make it 3.
Yeah. But for me, the album is only finished when I feel like, okay, this red thread, that's where the album starts. That's where it ends. And actually, it ended up being 27 songs. Wow. You must listen to these truly incredible songs.
Yeah, I'll buy it. Thank you. And that's why, and now this is your place right now. This is where you live.
Exactly.
Nice.
This is where we live right now, but not for much longer.
When are you moving?
We don't know yet, to be honest.
Definitely sometime this year.
Sorry, I can't help that day. I apologize. But it's nice. Personally, I really like the place. I feel it too. I have to say, the staircase really makes it special.
Yeah.
When you went up the stairs during tough times, when you were drunk, did you ever tumble down?
It sucks, man. There's no bathroom up here either, right? That's the drop.
I just noticed there's no bathroom up here.
Should I tell them a secret, Dunya, or better not?
Wow, I don't know if you should tell that.
Tell it, otherwise everyone will think.
Okay.
You pee off the balcony.
I've done that before. During my worst stoner days, I was too wasted to go downstairs, so I always peed off the balcony. My neighbors.
No, into a plant. He watered it and then it...
And my neighbors will hate me for it.
Yeah, okay, you're moving soon.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, Thank you all, and especially you for letting me be here. We'll have a day together soon.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Instagram and book links are in the video description for those who haven't followed you yet.
No, that's not necessary. Album link would be better.
But the album
Pre-order. Can you already pre-order?
Exactly, sure.
pre-order link is in the video description. A photo will be posted online where you can win the shoes and 2 tickets for your city. See you next time. Bye. Have you ever been broke even though you were supposedly rich?
Ew. So at the beginning, I don't know. First, I look at my account, my first account ever, and I look at this account. There's 130,000 euros on it. It was gone after, I don't know, 2 months. Gone.